always good, to get things going with a bang. I don't know. I kind of wish I had enough time to have a bowl of cereal.
I'm so hungry. I literally get off work at 6. I tan. I have a 15-minute drive home. I fucking fly.
Can't you eat in the car?
No, how am I gonna eat cereal in the car?
Oh, you must be from somewhere else because I see people eating in the car all the time driving around town.
I am not eating in my car. I never eat in my car.
Yeah, she's got a nice car. God damn it! You don't treat that shit like shit.
I don't think I've ever had a French fry in my car.
Oh my god. Well, okay. Now you're just ridiculous. Everybody could eat.
You got it.
You got to keep your things nice.
I definitely drink my Starbucks in my car, but
I mean, right now behind you, I see more hangers than I have in my whole fucking place. So that means you got to keep everything nice. See, you keep everything nice. It's hung up.
I've gotten rid of so much stuff.
Theoretically,
I'm not saying that.
Theoretically,
look at all the empty hangers over there in the corner. I've gotten rid of so much. Well, I have a rack full of clothes in my living room.
That's how it works in the Poshmark world.
I know it's rough out here, but then I just buy more shit. That's my problem.
Well, you have to invest in your business. I was just going to say, theoretically, you could make a bigger mess in your car with your Starbucks than you could with French fries.
I'm an adult. So
what are you saying? You're an adult who is afraid.
Well, I don't know how you drink Starbucks, JR, but there's a straw, you sip. It's not that difficult.
Same thing with French fries. You pick them up, you put them in your mouth, you eat them.
You drop a French fry and it's game over. You're not dropping a cup.
Yeah, but why are you going to drop a French fry? How do you drop a French fry?
You hit a bump.
Wait, you're talking to two fat guys here right now. If I lose a fucking French fry on the floor, I might actually go after it. I'm just going to say.
Then you're going to total your car.
I'm eating spaghetti in my fucking car, for God's sake.
All right, JR, just let's be reasonable.
While
spaghetti.
Driving.
This is insane to me.
I won't do Subway.
Yeah.
I won't do Taco Bell. I won't eat that in the car. Like, those are like the only things. Like, I'll do Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's.
I do not eat in my car.
That's fine. I'm not trying to talk you into.
This is crazy. Is this like, am I the only one that doesn't eat in her vehicle?
No, I'm sure other people don't.
Why you got attitude tonight?
Other.
Because he's mean old Johnny. You see,
back to mean old Johnny. I got to be honest with you. I went on that cruise and it was awesome, and it was lovely weather. And I came back here and it motherfucking sucks.
Yeah.
It was 18 degrees below zero when I left my house today, air temperature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the wind chill was probably negative 40 again.
I deserve to be mad and angry.
You want to hear about my morning?
Well, clearly, that's why we're here.
It's so bad. So, my alarm goes off at 6:30, but I'm a snoozer. I'm not getting up. So I get up finally at like 7. I don't have to be at work till 9. I used to get up and work out before work, but I've just been a dirtbag and I haven't been doing it anymore. So I just haven't changed my alarm. So I get up at like 7. And Elsa, my white cat, she sleeps right next to me. She gets up, alarm's going off. She's ready to eat. Stands up, starts walking away. Clump of poop stuck to the back of her. In her hair. I had to reset my internet router the other day, like 3 days ago, and I forgot that I had to do that. And I have a litter robot, and it's connected to your Wi-Fi to know when to empty the litter box. So the litter box has just been sitting with their crap in it for 3 days. So I had to put her in the tub, clean her butt.
Oh my God.
Dry her butt, cut the hair, the dingleberry hair, off of her butt, and then venture around my house and find the poop. Like, there's little poop spots of everywhere she has sat in my house. I have a white couch.
Oh God!
Here's the thing. That's way worse than eating a French fry in your car.
I cannot believe I'm in a good mood today. I swear to God too, I don't know if anyone has ever used Lysol wipes, but Lysol wipes, there was a spot on my couch, got the whole thing completely out. I was blown away. I just thought I was going to smear it all over, get mad and have to buy a new couch, but the Lysol wipes got everything out. It was all over the countertops that I cook on, It was everywhere. I spent the entire morning Lysoling my entire house, and then I had to Then I had to clean all my bedding because there was a blotch on my bedding because she sleeps right next to me. Like, Lord knows what was going on by my face all night long.
Be careful, you might get pink eye. You might get pink eye.
It was a shitty morning, literally.
Honey.
But then I took a shower. I was like, you know what, Whitney, just do something with yourself today and you'll be fine. And I was, surprisingly.
Boy, just think of how much action you could have had you live streamed cleaning up the cat shit.
Dude, I was so annoyed. And my boyfriend was here last night. And, you know, I just lay in bed. I always say I just lay in bed and make out with Elsa because I just like to sit and kiss her. Like, I just love her. She's beautiful. He's like, you just sit there and you kiss her 24/7. And now you know she's out here licking shit off of her ass. That's 3 days. Me and her usually share a bowl of cereal. Like, ew.
Well, we all know how you're going to die.
Yeah.
By the fecal matter of your own fucking cats.
Cat feces. Mm-hmm.
My God. What a great start to the day.
It really is.
Not a good morning for me.
It's the high quality entertainment that everybody came here to fucking hear about.
It was just the worst start to the I had bedding in the washer before I'm glad I got all of it taken care of because you can't let shit sit around forever.
It's true.
It was rough. But yeah, then I had to recalibrate the litter box and deal with all that. I got all of this done and was still out of the house by 8:30 and at work by 9. I don't know how.
I mean, sounds like a successful start to the day, to be real fair.
I mean, it was successful, but it was a lot of really unnecessary shit. I like to lollygag around in the morning, you know? I like to have my little refresher drink. I like to walk around, pick my nose, do nothing, go back to bed for a little bit. You know, no, I had to do shit this morning.
And now you're eating cereal.
Yeah. Lost my appetite after that whole story.
I mean, I can imagine you would, but...
And, you know, out of all the cats, it had to be Elsa, my favorite one, you know?
Don't worry, we were not going to tell your cats which one is your favorite.
We're leaving this morning. My boyfriend's like, God, she's not beautiful anymore. She looked like a wet rat because I had to put her in the tub.
So how'd she take that though? The cleaning up.
My cats love water.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's real. I don't like baths anyway. I think that's disgusting, but I can't do baths because the cats will sit on the tub and dip their entire paws in and drink it. They love water.
Interesting.
Thank God. So it was really easy to clean her up. She was meowing and upset because I was messing with her, but the water itself didn't bother her.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'm very lucky.
Bravo to you for being a responsible pet owner, by the way.
If I would have had an extra hour, I would have live streamed it so I could have taken my time and that would have been great internet content.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm sure you wouldn't have gotten some fucking creepy ass fucking.
She's not just a cute blonde guy. She's cleaning up cat shit all morning too.
No, there would have been a lot of, if you will, pussy comments. I guarantee you about it. I guarantee you would have had a whole slew of new fucking creepy comments to share with us.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been. I'm glad you didn't though, because I can just imagine what the male content of the internet would have fucking found. I don't know, at all attractive about that shit. I don't know. People are fucking.
If it would have been one of my boy cats, I probably would have been so pissed off. But since it was Elsa, I was like, oh no, you beautiful angel. I'm so sorry this is happening to you. Let's clean you up.
You're so sexist.
If it would have been Elliot, I would have been like, you son of a.
Yeah, you would have fucking thrown him against the wall, probably.
I would have kicked Elliot out.
You dumb asshole.
He would have liked that, though. He hates it here.
Yeah. He hates having food for him. Fucking.
No, he really does. He thinks he's in a prison. He hates it here.
So weird. Cats are weird anyways to me, but I'm glad you enjoy them. I'm not going to be that guy who wants to try and shit on everybody's fucking pets.
What?
God forbid.
By the way, just to let you guys know, Ace will be joining us shortly. He is not dead tonight, but he will be joining us shortly.
No, we can't make that joke tonight. It would be in poor taste.
Oh, stop. That is really bad. I just remembered. I'm sorry. I gotta go get a drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. We'll be hanging around.
Oh, so funny.
Don't spill your cereal.
They're all three just sitting out here
Well, they went on the show.
Mama. Talking shit.
What a great start to the show.
It really is. You know what? I forgot to even play our theme, our startup. I got to find it and then play it. For God's sakes, here we go.
Welcome to the show. Oh yeah. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Okay. Everybody, it's time for the show. 2 count, we about that go. Best in the Midwest, and we up next. Go and ring the bell, ref, cause here we go. Comedy meets wrestling. Yeah, we doing our own thing. Squared circle and a microphone. 2 count on everything. Can you smell what we're cooking now? Other shows, they ain't got that style profile. And while we strut, arm raised with 2 fingers up. JR, Big Ace, Tommy 2, they something else. This show be dynamite. Next level, top shelf. I'm like, ah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Nerdy made that song for us, along with DJ Hayes.
Grammy nominated.
Yes.
Nerdy and DJ
I
Hayes.
thought it was Emmy.
I don't know. Grammy
Award. It was a
award
award.
nominated.
They were
Important award.
a
That's
very important award. I'm going to do something here really quickly, though.
Well, let me just say this, by the way, too. We probably should reach back out to them. We might need to fucking make a little bit of a change to the fucking theme song because it does not include Whitney.
I don't know. I kind of like it. I feel like a surprise guest every day or every week. So,
Well, you are kind of a. We don't consider you a guest. You're still a co-host.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also that.
I'm the host.
The host?
The Whitney. That's all mine needs to say is the Whitney.
Do you know how to change it?
Yeah, I changed it before we got here. I don't know how to change it right now.
Ah.
Every time I click something in here while I'm in here, I disappear.
All right, hold on. Here you go.
I am so sick of this.
You're going to mix some vanilla extract. Now you have your ice cream. This is the best way to make homemade ice cream. Just 1 can of condensed milk, some snow from outside. You're going to mix some vanilla extract. Now you have your ice cream. This is the best way to make.
Okay.
Suck it, losers. Suck it, losers.
Hold on. You never once talked about milk extract or whatever the fuck it was. Vanilla extract, like the milk concentrate or whatever. You never fucking talked anything about that. You said, take some snow, put it in a fucking bowl, put some fucking like hot chocolate mix or whatever on it.
Yeah.
That's all you fucking talk about.
Well,
you don't
yeah, because that's what we did. You're right. We were fucking poor.
Yeah. You didn't have all the
my
shit
nose in
real fucking ice cream, did you?
So you haven't even done it the correct way, then, is what you're saying.
No, we did it the correct way. It was delicious.
You didn't do it that way, asshole.
Well,
and I appreciate Malice sending it over to you like it fucking mattered.
It's very important to know that just because you people haven't heard of anything,
you people,
doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
You people? What do you mean by you people?
You young people. You youngsters.
Us not poor people? Is that what it is?
I'm poor. You guys are not poor.
I'm poor too, honestly.
Mm.
You know,
I spend my money unwisely as well. So, I mean, you got to live that.
I guess I'm not poor. I'm financially irresponsible.
That's totally different. Yes.
It is different.
Well, my financial irresponsibility makes me poor.
Well, we also, Whitney, you obviously your FOMO being what it was, but the 3 of us that did go on the cruise, you come back from a cruise or a vacation like that, it's also like, oh God, the money's gone. All the money's gone.
Well, I don't ever think about it once it's gone. Once it's gone, I don't even get receipts. People are like, do you want your receipt? I'm like, nope, don't want to remember this happened. Just go about my life.
I got one of my buddies wears that T-shirt because they let's Mark Poulos, Mark. They have a Airbnb that they own down in the Orlando area. And when they go down to Disney, he's got a T-shirt he wears that says, "I will never fully financially recover from this."
I need that to
That's
wear.
true.
I need a different color for every day of the week because I feel like that every day.
Whitney's life is just one big.
I will not
not
financially
recover.
recover from any day of the week ever.
If anybody's hanging out with us, by the way, right now, just let us, hey, if you're not going to recover from your last financial fucking mistake, let us know. I know right now, also, that's one of the things. I had a car shit out on me like a couple years ago, so I had to go buy a new one. So the car payments are one thing too, because literally I was just about done with the fucking other car, paying it off, and then the fucking engine blows up on it. And so then I'm like, oh, cool. Let's just dive right back into another fucking car payment. All right. Love it. So that's the whole thing. Your insurance then goes fucking back up because you got to keep fucking full coverage.
Yep.
I cannot wait to have my Chevy paid off at the end of this year so I can take that insurance down to just liability. But my Rovi payment is 2 of the Sonic payment. So I'm not even like, I mean, like I'm saving since I have 2 car payments right now, but not really because I just doubled the payment. Yeah. Financially irresponsible.
You got to have nice things, though. See?
No, I only bought the Rovi because I always talked about how I wanted this car, and an ex-boyfriend told me that I'd never have one, and I'm just going to be a bitch who begs a man for things, and I was like... So I went and bought one, and I sent him a picture, and I said, who's begging who, bitch?
I mean...
And then he asked me to borrow $50, and it just went to hell from there.
Well,
$50.
This is the
$50
interaction
never
we
killed
fucking
anybody.
see on the show one of these days, Whitney, is that interaction about you're only going to fucking beg a man for your fucking car.
He's always just used to say, like, oh my God, buy me a Range Rover, like just saying it to say it, you know? So when we broke up, that's what he wanted to tell me is I'd always be begging a man to buy me one. So I was like, bitch, I had one bought in 3 weeks. I was like, do you want me to buy you one, boo-boo? Like, you want me to do that? You know? And now I'm stuck with an $800 car payment.
So if anybody's out there, especially on our Twitch, if you guys can start a hype train for us, we'll give it straight to Whitney because she needs to pay for a fucking car.
The radiator went out in my Chevy. The reservoir for my windshield wiper fluid went out in my Range Rover. So both cars, the Range Rover is drivable. The Chevy is not. The Chevy's the one I want to be driving because I'm putting all the miles on the Range Rover right now. It's just like, it's not the vibe. I'm going to have to buy a third car.
Honest to God, I'll tell you what. I bet you the wiper fluid reservoir on the Range Rover costs more than the radiator on the Chevy.
The radiator was $100. The reservoir was $60.
Oh,
it was
really?
like
All right.
But I got it on Amazon and not through Land Rover. Through Land Rover, it would have been more. Yes, 100%. Yeah. But my dad was like, that's unnecessary. So I took his word for it. We'll see.
I mean, have you tested it? Have you tested it since
my dad's supposed to fix them for me, and he's just been out on like a bender. So it's just neither one of them's been fixed yet.
I mean, that's what you probably should have let off with here. It's my dad's been on a bender, so I can't get my car fucking fixed. Just
neither one of them.
Trying to corral him from karaoke, and I just can't get him to come home.
I know, it's funny because I instigate him going and doing things, and then he goes on like a bender, and then I'm like, all right, back to reality, I need help, and he's just like, piss off, you know.
This is what I love about Dan right here.
Danny boy.
Talk about a hype train. Dan delivers 150 bits. Thank you, Dan. That's very kind of you. I was literally just joking about it, but Dan, you are the man. I'm glad you
honestly,
and Stacey.
Dan, I'll just send you my Venmo because like no.
Don't start with that. Dan's already paid us more than enough over the years. It's not about
Dan,
you all the time, Whitney.
Listen, yes, because you said start the hype train to help with my car issues.
Well, yeah, well, clearly I'm fucking joking around. I don't give a shit about your car issues.
I've literally have been debating on just buying a third one. I mean, fuck it.
Don't. Unless you can find
just
find a beater just to fucking.
My Chevy is my beater, and it's newer than my Range Rover.
Well, again, it is a Chevy Sonic.
I know, I love it. We call it the Nugget.
What's the shittiest car you ever drove?
Oh, when I had a 1995 Saturn, a little purple Saturn, but I only had it because I had a brand new 2013 Ford Mustang that I didn't want to put miles on. So I drove a little 95. I bought it in an auto auction for $800. That was the coolest thing I want to go buy all the cars at the auction. It was the coolest thing I've ever done. It was so fun. Have you ever
How
been
about
to
you,
an
Tom?
auto auction?
Yeah.
No. Did you go with
They're-
Tovar?
The first like 20 cars go dirt cheap because nobody wants to be the first one to like start buying. But then once all the like all the like Toyotas, they have like dealers that come down and they'll buy all of them. But like the drug seized vehicles are like freaking top tier. Like it's crazy. And then the estate vehicles, the one I went to, they had like 10 to 15 different like 60 styles like sports cars that went for no more than like 10 grand because it was just like an estate sale and they had to get rid of it all of it. It was crazy.
Dan says a 96 Dodge Neon, but that Dodge Neon probably lasted you till like fucking 2011, right? Those things fucking somehow went for fucking ever. And every part was fucking dirt cheap. Unless you're trying to convert it, by the way. No, a lot of people don't know this. The fucking Neons, you could have put NOS in them. Okay. So when Fast and Furious was like the fucking thing, people were like, what car can I put NOS in? A Dodge Neon? You shouldn't. You fucking shouldn't.
How about you? How about you, Tom? What was your shittiest car?
My first vehicle I got was like a hand-me-down because my parents had got a new one. And it was actually my great aunt's vehicle that she just gave us because she didn't need it. She gave up her license. She's like, I live in a place downtown. I don't need senior living. She's like, I don't need a car anymore. So she just gave it to us. And it was a 1988 Dodge Aries K wagon. It was still fucking primo though. It was fucking a great vehicle, except that the fucking radiator sucked. So you couldn't go more than like fucking 20 miles before this thing would overheat, which is terrible. But I mean, that was a great starter car. You know, like you fucking turn 16 right away, and that's the car you get to drive as a fucking.
Oh my god, Jared, what was your first car?
1963 Dodge Dart that was beige in color because somebody painted it with house paint. You could see the brushstrokes. It was exquisite.
That is so funny.
It did
oh my
not
god,
have.
what did the Dodge Darts look like back then? The
Let's see
new
if I
ones
can
are
find
cute,
it.
but everyone says they're like junk cars.
Yeah.
I mean, if you would have kept it around, I'm sure somebody would have fucking been able to buy it. And then
I could live in a
cheap all that fucking
1-bedroom
paint.
house and have like a 20-car garage. I want to have so many cars. I love cars.
You do seem like a kind of a car person. I don't know
love
why.
cars. I love going to car shows. I'm obsessed with Mustangs, Ford Mustangs. I've had like 9. I just love cars. My dad was a mechanic. I don't know. I've loved car. I can't work. I don't know anything about them. Couldn't change oil or a tire, which my dad's very embarrassed by. I should know how to do those at least 2 things he says, but
Well, okay. Now, to be fair though, if your dad is a mechanic,
yeah, I shouldn't have to. That's what I said.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
I
part
told
of
him,
it.
I said, my cars should be taken care of for free for the rest of your life. If you didn't want to do that, you should have been a lawyer. Like, could have used one of those. I don't know. You could have done anything else.
Yeah, to be fair, and not to be sexist, but I don't know a single woman who had a father who was a mechanic that knows how to do any of those things.
Right.
Every guy whose father was a mechanic had learned something along the way that I know. And again, I'm not trying to be sexist, but because I know it could
Yeah, why would I learn because even if I wanted to learn, he was the mechanic, so he's not going to let me do it. He's going to be like, no, you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, Dad, I do know how to change the oil. I call and say, hey, Dad, I need an oil change. Oh my God, I love it. That thing is huge. Oh my God, that's ugly.
No, really, it's not huge. It looks huge. Look behind it. Look at that Porsche behind it.
I know, that's beautiful.
It's not huge. And the thing about it is it had an AM radio only.
Oh God.
It
Oh my gosh.
had no air conditioning. It had 2 big old vents down by your feet that you opened up and the air flowed through it as you were driving. It did have a pretty reasonable little heater in it. But I mean, the paint job was exquisite though.
I don't think I'd hate the car if it was a different color. That color is just horrible.
Yeah, and that's the color it was.
That is
maybe even a little browner.
Yeah.
Probably. Especially with house paint, like it's not going to be a good fucking color. But you know, they're not a bad model of car. Like everything from the 60s looks good in comparison to today's vehicles.
It would
But
have.
everything had like a nice, good, classic look. You know, you come over the hood, everything's nice and kind of lean, goes over the fucking roof, and then it kind of comes to a nice end in the trunk
I
area.
would
Every fucking
love to
vehicle
have a
in that area.
66 Mustang. A 66 Mustang is my dream. I always wanted to get one and restore it with my dad. I wanted to help him do the work to restore it, but I wanted him to pay for everything and then me get to keep the car, and that was where I lost him.
Yeah, that's where you're gonna lose a lot of people.
Yeah, wasn't
I
doing
mean,
so good.
I'll say this: my favorite car, if I could afford one, or if I can even find one, to be real honest with you, no one wants to give these up. 64 Lincoln Continental with the suicide doors, but a hard top.
Yeah.
I hate the look of fucking a convertible hard top. I mean, that long front end, a long fucking trunk area and stuff too. Like, and you feel like you're crowded in there, but they are fucking roomy. God damn it, that's the car for me, man. Love that idea. It's fucking the suicide doors and everything like that. Fucking black. And if I could find it with the red leather interior, but again, fucking pipe dream, that's almost an impossible fucking car to find. I know everybody, we're not talking comedy, we're not talking wrestling right now. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Yeah,
So sorry.
whatever. They don't care. They
Cars.
enjoy this. They enjoy this shit. Here's the
Hearing about us as real fucking people.
Yeah. Oh, that's it doesn't always happen. Here's the first car I bought with my own money.
Ooh, I love that.
You had a Charger?
Yeah, I had a 73 Dodge Charger. It had 78,000 miles when I bought it. It was $1,500.
That's
it
crazy.
had
1,500.
Yeah. Well, back
I
in
know, that's just wild.
1981 is when I bought it. And they had repainted it so that the green color, it was actually just like this, but the green color was metal flake. It was freaking awesome. And it's back in the days. Tom, do you remember being able to fix your own air conditioner?
Yeah.
So I put about 4 cans of that R12 refrigerant into it. Literally, if it was humid, I could get it to snow in my car.
Jesus Christ.
Not kidding. It got so fucking cold. But anyway, the speedometer went up to 150. I got it up to 135 before it started shaking so bad. I'm like, I can't hold on to this.
Yeah. Fuck.
So
Jesus, you could have flipped it like a fucking Delta airliner.
I could have.
Sorry. Too much. Too
could've.
soon.
Hey, one night I was a bit liquored up and fishtailed from one end of downtown Des Moines to the other on I-235.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I'll say this though, like that's a nice fucking first purchase kind of car right there. 73 Charger.
Yeah. It was
My first car was a 96 Mustang. My dad bought it for me for $5,000. He bought it when I was 15 and I learned how to drive in it. So when I turned 16, I was used to my own car. So I thought that was like smart.
Yeah.
The first car I bought was a 1992 Chevy Beretta.
I think the first car I bought myself were the ones that I have now.
Jesus. I mean,
well, my dad always like co-signed for me.
Yeah.
Because he worked at a car dealership as a mechanic. So we got really good deals on cars. So he always co-signed.
Yeah. I mean, that Beretta I paid for it, but my parents put it in their name just for insurance purposes because it's fucking way cheaper than hey,
yeah, my 16-year-old nephew bought a Corvette.
Fucking stupid. That's so fucking stupid.
It's an older one, but it's beautiful, but they have like vintage insurance or something like that you can put on it. So the insurance is only like the insurance is only like $500 a year.
Yeah.
But you're not driving stipulations.
Yeah. Technically you're not supposed to drive it too much.
Which he hasn't been. It's garage kept in the winter. Like it's been he bought it and now he hasn't even been able to really drive it because it's been snowing and stuff, and he doesn't want it out in that, which is like I'm glad he's like that, but because he has a truck for daily driving.
You want to talk about crazy insurance? Mm-hmm. My son, I don't remember which company he used. I think it might be Progressive, but he's got a little module thing that he plugs into his car. He's only paying insurance by the mile because he doesn't drive hardly at all.
Oh,
I mean,
so. And
like the drive safe thingy with State Farm, so I get a discount.
Yeah, might be. I mean, depending on how much you drive. Well, of course, you make trips. So.
Well, but if I put it in the Rover and I got my Nugget fixed.
Oh yeah, there you go. But yeah,
one of them, but you can knock your insurance down to storage insurance. If I could keep one car garage kept all winter, because that's what I used to do with my Mustangs when I had I'd keep a second car, and in the winter my Mustang would be garage kept, and I'd pay like $30 a month for storage insurance, and that was nice. But now having an SUV in the winter, I kind of like driving it because that would be the car I would store. Maybe I could store my Rover all summer.
There you go.
Maybe.
Mm.
Fucking
you
maybe.
You need to change that Chevy for like a convertible.
That's what I want to buy. I do want to get another car. This at the end of this year, the Nugget will be paid off in like November or December, and that's when I want to start looking for like a $5,000 to $10,000. I want a hardtop convertible of some sort just for the summer. And I'm like, the timing would be perfect. I pay it off at the end of the year in the winter, get me a convertible when it's cold out, the prices is cheaper, and then I've got it for next summer. So that's kind of where I'm at.
I once almost bought a 1976 Cadillac Eldorado convertible. The problem was the guy was a crook and kept telling me, "Oh, I gotta fix the motor. I gotta," and all this bullshit. And then 9/11 happened, and I didn't get it.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I really wanted
fucking 9/11.
9/11 ruined everything. Well, it's been fun. This was a great show. No, did you do? So we know that Ace was down at Central Empire over the weekend. Yep. Did you do anything, Tom?
I didn't do anything like that. So actually, I didn't even get around to watching the Grand Slam Australia. I wanted to, didn't do that, but on Sunday morning, I did spend some time with Erica, our good friend. We did go back to Honor Club. They had some of the matches from the boat.
Oh yeah,
so that was pretty fun watching some of those. And as soon as they start with it, right, the first match in, all you see is the back of Erica's head right there, middle of the fucking screen. Like, well, Jesus Christ, there you go, right there. You're already on fucking TV technically, but I mean that's pretty cool. I will say this. If you get motion sickness very easily, you can't watch that because the angle of where they put the cameras, you can see through to the other side, right? So the side that we were mostly on, which is camera side, you wouldn't be able to see most of the ocean if they went cameras the other way because there's a lot of people there. There's the backstage area and stuff. But where they were, you could see clearly to the ocean and how fast we're fucking going. So you can see the movement of the water going by as you're watching this. I mean, there's, and then, some at night, some during the day, so it was kind of cool to see that. Otherwise I worked at the bar and almost wanted to kill fucking 5 people.
Only 5? Pretty good.
Well, so I feel that that's pretty fucking good for a Friday and Saturday night.
It's good for you. How about you, Whitney? Did you do anything fantastic over the weekend?
So I had an ex-boyfriend of like 4 years on and off, and he has a year and at a time when we were off, he had a baby with his ex. So he has a 1.5 year daughter that I still see. So I had her over the weekend. It's a weird thing.
Oh,
but so I babysat all weekend, I guess.
So that's the best part about that. It's just like having a grandkid.
Yeah.
Because you get to play with her, get her all sugared up, and then send her home.
I feel like it's weird. I feel like it's a little bit of a weird thing for me to be doing, but I just got attached to her when we were together, and I freaking love her. So I had her all weekend.
There you go. There's one of your fans.
I love him. I'm his fan.
Hey, Chase. Man, good to see him back here.
He hates us.
It's been a while.
Yeah, where have you been? I'm here every week. Well, I wasn't here for a couple weeks. That one night, man, I'm not kidding you. I came home from work and I fell asleep and I slept till the next morning.
That happens sometimes.
No, that doesn't. From like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
I don't know if you've ever been exhausted before, but yeah, that fucking happens.
I must have been.
What's hold on. The Crown Jewel goes on a fucking cruise and it's not the Jericho one?
Yeah, not that one.
Because you would have, because then if you were on the boat, obviously we would have fucking,
I'm going on the next Jericho cruise. I'm going.
You're gonna love it.
When I start paying for it, I need to start paying for it like now, so I can have
They
it paid
haven't
off.
announced it yet. It'll probably be what, Tom, in the summer?
I don't know. Erica brought that up too on Sunday. Like when we were talking, she's like, I
I'm
need
ready
them
to
to
pay for it
announce
now.
when the pre-sale is, or like when the start of the sale is, because then you can just spread out the fucking payments until like, I don't know, like 2 months before, which means you almost have fucking a whole year and a half.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's
they
the
know
kind
when
of
the
time I
dates
need.
are.
I'm financially irresponsible.
Yeah. But I will say this. I will say this, right? So I've been seeing more and more people, more of these expert wrestling pages saying that Jericho is going to go back to WWE. I'm like, I don't know if he will, because this cruise makes him quite a bit of money.
It makes him so much money.
And if it's a WWE product, it's not going to be as good. I'll be honest with everybody. It's not going to be as good if it's a WWE affiliated product, because you don't know who you're going to be able to get. You have no indie talent. So like the whole Oceanic champion is gone. That's not a fucking thing. By the way, Chase, you really should try to get on there, because you would be a fucking great Oceanic champion. I'm just going to say. But no, like it's not going to be as good, because even the meet and greets are going to suck, because you won't have any of the old timers that have fucking issues with WWE. Like, right? Like, I'm not saying King Kong Bunny's ever going to show up on a fucking Jericho cruise, but it's more like he's going to show up on a Jericho cruise when he's not affiliated with WWE.
Well, for example, Scott Steiner, I think still has issues with WWE, and he's on the boat.
I don't know. I think they've squashed a lot of that stuff because of Braun Breaker. I know it's Scott's nephew, but it sounds like Scott's kid is also possibly going to the Performance Center. So, who knows? I mean, I don't know how old Club Foot is, but I don't think it's something you could pass down to your kids. But like, or Drop Foot or whatever the fuck he has. Scott Steiner, fucking knob. I love him, but he's a genetic jackass, if you will.
Oh, yeah. See, there you go. Yeah, I mean, Dan. So Dan was kind enough, and Dan has taken Ace and Tom and I to the Jericho experience, and Dan pays for that. And I can't. Was it? Correct me if I'm wrong, Dan. It was $3,500. He had 22 people that purchased that package. So think about that. He made 60 grand just on that. Well, revenue of 60 grand. He had to pay for the belts.
Right.
But 2,500.
But even that, like,
and but it's the whole idea of him being able to make all that money. But I mean, it's also cool because he gives you little gifts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you're 100% right. WWE would want to get their hands in that pot, and I just don't see. There's no reason for him to do that.
He doesn't need WWE.
No. And the thing is, from hearing him,
I don't think he needs AEW either.
You're probably right, but he needs
ROH. You're right.
He needs someone on his good side.
But here's the thing. From what Dan was talking about, or what he was talking about at that experience, right? He's pretty well involved with AEW now, in terms of some of the stuff that's happening there. So, I think he has free reign to pretty much kind of do what he wants to, but I don't know.
I mean, I would say the same thing. I mean, because, he mentioned on the boat, CD, Christopher Daniels is a huge help with getting this boat ready and getting talent and producing, even on the boat. Because then Jericho can focus on, you got the wrestling. I'll worry about the music. Brad Williams takes care of the comedy and shit like that too. So like, you have to have people involved with this. And if it becomes a WWE product, you won't have comedy. You won't have a lot of these bands, even downstate, like they said, like, they've done.
They were getting a percentage. I think they'd let him do everything he's doing.
But here's the thing.
But it have to be a good percentage.
But here's the difference. WWE is a publicly held company.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Jericho is a private individual.
Mm-hmm.
And even though the AEW is involved with it, if WWE got involved, what would happen is they would have to look out for any of their stockholders becoming pissy over stuff. They would have to be wary of some of the stuff that goes on the cruise. Like the Little Miss Nasty show that would not happen on WWE. It just wouldn't, because that's not their audience in their mind. That's not their target, and so they just wouldn't do it.
I mean, if it was like the Attitude Era and they were like,
Oh,
let's do a cruise with a bunch of burlesque, that'd be fucking dope. It's like, all right, man. Like,
I wonder what they think of his cruise. Like, I would love to know their opinions on it.
I mean, I don't know. He was featured in some business magazine,
He's
actually.
still
with,
on good terms. I mean, there's right. Like,
oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Chase,
I
I'm
would
not going to Vegas. I hate 2-night pay-per-views. I'll probably never go to another pay-per-view again because they're all going to be 2 nights.
Answering to Chase there.
Yeah.
Chase, you doing any indie shows in Vegas? I know some people are going to be out in Vegas that weekend. That he's a WWE fan. He did not even know that he was buying tickets and getting rooms in Vegas WrestleMania weekend.
I can't even afford pay-per-views anymore.
JR and I were talking about this beforehand, by the way.
Insane.
And I was thinking about
WrestleMania prices are like what?
Oh no, it's not even just WrestleMania. It's just tickets in general.
I mean, like, how do you offer the pay-per-views for $8 on Peacock and then charge me 30 fucking grand a night to be in the front?
Yeah,
that's how
crazy.
Well, so there's also the idea, like,
being a little bit in debt stresses me out. Thinking about putting myself in wrestling debt, oh my god, I'd be oof.
Well, so there's also the idea. So
make sure
Dynamite's
you go to the Las Vegas Fight Shop.
Yeah, that's the
Las Vegas Fight Shop is the best.
It's got boxing, but it's also got wrestling, right?
Tons of wrestling. Yeah, I was a vendor for them at the very first All In or All Out, whatever it was.
No kidding.
In Chicago. Yeah. I don't know if Dan still works there. Dan was like the manager at the time. His name's Dan. He's super cool. He's great. I don't know if he's still working there, but definitely find the Las Vegas Fight Shop. They've moved since the last time I had been there, so I don't really know the location anymore either.
Well, and not only have they
Ace did a tour, a video tour of that.
They get a lot of wrestlers and stuff that go in there and they do meet and greets. I went to Vegas for International Fight Week for the UFC one year and got to meet like 5 or 6 UFC fighters for free and do meet and greets because I was friends with Dan and he snuck me in there and let me do my thing. Fight Shop's cool.
Be all fucking soccerish. Yeah, get it. No, I mean, obviously during WrestleMania weekends, it's the same for everything. You know, WrestleCon's probably going to be there. Plus, then GCW lines up some stuff wherever they can close by. I mean, Henderson, Nevada is not that far from Vegas, so I'm sure you're going to see some stuff in the outskirts or somewhere. I mean, because all those casinos also have their own fucking event centers, so you don't have to go that far from Allegiant Field or whatever stadium to find an indie show. I mean, realistically, you're probably going to have indie shows at every fucking casino that whole fucking week. And that's what I told my buddies. Like, listen, you're going to be there. You don't want to get, like, if you don't want to spend money to go to WrestleMania, even though you're out there on accident kind of thing, like, him and his girlfriend are just like, oh yeah, we're going to go to Vegas. I'm like, what weekend? He goes, I think it's the same weekend as WrestleMania. And we looked up, I go, yeah, dude, go to fucking some of the indie shows. He's not, again, he's a WWE guy. I told him, just start going to some indie shows, dude. You're gonna fucking
definitely be able to buy tickets to the show day of for cheap. I don't have that shit stresses me out. I've only done it twice. Traveled somewhere with no ticket and bought one day of, and I mean, you'll be able to get a decent seat for a really good price the day of. But if you don't have the intentions of going, it won't stress you out. But when that's the only reason you go and you don't have a ticket, ooh, I don't like it. Can't do it.
From our friends from the boat, Danny and Jen, they live in Staten Island, but they went to WrestleMania in Philadelphia, but night 2, and they bought tickets, that morning, traveled down, got into the stadium, no problem. They're like, yeah, it was fun. She looks up in the app Ticketmaster or whatever the fuck it was. 3 matches in, somebody's still selling a ticket, like lower bowl, by the way, because it's already started for $100.
Yeah.
So if you want to just go and just be like, I went to a WrestleMania, which might fucking
sometimes they don't even release tickets though until moments before, because that last, I mean, it was only Monday Night Raw, so I don't know how that works for WrestleMania. But remember, when I went to that St. Louis one, I bought a ticket while I was sitting in my second row seat. I bought a front row ticket for $100 because they released that whole front row behind commentary for $100. I was like, well, shit, what's an extra $100 at this point, you know? So,
I mean, you could have probably just sat there anyways, but whatever, you know, like.
No, there was a head in front of me, and I wanted nobody's head in front of me. So I moved. But when I went to the Rumble in Philly, my girlfriend Hope did that. She still had a floor seat, but I was in like the 6th row on the opposite side as her, and she sat in her seat. And after like 2 matches, she comes over. I'm like, what are you doing? There was a seat for sale, like 3 seats down from me, and she bought it. And then just stood with me the whole time. They let her just stay. I don't know.
Yeah. Fucking, that's the way. Well, because again, you know, Dynamite's coming to St. Paul March 26th. And they haven't used Roy Wilkins before for AEW. But some jackass bought some floor seats that are going to be behind commentary. Best view, by the way, through StubHub. $7.90 a fucking ticket. I'm like, there's no fucking way. I know it's second row, but there's no way for Dynamite I'm spending $790 per fucking ticket. You know,
I
it's
don't
going to be
know
after the Revolution.
why are they doing the pricing like that? Is it to keep up with WWE? Because keeping your tickets cheaper like they were is what's gonna.
Yeah, I mean, all the prices have kind of gone down now. Like it's the upper bowl when they first went on sale was like second level was $70 when they first opened. Now they're all like about 45.
Yeah.
So they've already gone down in the week and a half or so that they've been available. But yeah, you can't price yourself at a fucking WWE level right now because you got to regain some of these fans that, you know, kind of got lost in the what the fuck is TK doing kind of thing, you know? Because there is a lot of those
looked at AEW tickets in forever.
Well, I mean, you know, we got a Raw coming up too, so I spent already $100 on a ticket for Lower Bowl for the March 26th show, and I guess we're still doing the suite, right?
Are
for
we?
Raw.
I haven't heard anything. Whatever. I don't even. What day is that?
April 7th, I think. I don't know. It's like 2 weeks before WrestleMania, so it's going to be our last chance to see John Cena, or not see John Cena, to be real honest with you, right? You can't see him.
Yeah, nice one.
I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
I'm done with it.
You're done with John Cena?
No, you.
Oh.
I'm not a Cena fan. I don't hate him, but I don't really care.
Well, that's fair. I mean, you and Ace would have something in common that one. He's always said that he's not a huge John Cena fan, but his interactions with John Cena have kind of basically made him a fan.
Yeah, I don't hate him, but I don't. Oh, he's retiring? Shucks.
Jesus.
Oh, is that mean?
I mean, not really. It's not that mean.
It's just Make-A-Wish. He's just doing the Make-A-Wish stuff.
I think anytime somebody meets John Cena, should be like, "This is my Make-A-Wish," just so he feels better about himself.
Yeah,
having to meet some of these dipshit fans. Oh, I would. I'd be like, "Oh, is this a Make-A-Wish for you?" It is now, motherfucker. Hold on, I was trying to find something here. Fuck. There it is. Okay, I'm just trying to. I don't know when. I know when the next Absolute show is. That's March 1st. But yeah, Ace is going to be busy again this next weekend. Because February 22nd, Social Experiment Wrestling has their first show in Redland, Iowa.
That's right.
Initial Conflict. Chase, if you're looking to get anything in Iowa, by the way, that's probably the way to go with Social Experiment Wrestling.
Hey, Iowa.
Yes, Whitney. We still see your sub headline there of Queen.
Yeah, I'm not changing that. Hey, Iowa.
Fuck Iowa.
Iowa. Bitches.
At Grumpy's Event Center in Redland, Iowa, by the way. So, don't know how they're doing with ticket sales. I assume pretty well. Redland is a pretty popular area for wrestling, I guess. Right there in northern Iowa. So, So yeah, you can see Big Ace. We were hoping to have him on tonight just to give us a spiel about how his first Central Empire gig went, but I heard really good things from everybody involved. You know, even some of those probably pesky fans that were like, I don't know this guy. I hope he's okay. Idiots. I hate so many wrestling fans.
How many?
Almost all of them. Like 90% of wrestling fans are right on the border of just all the spite.
They all just want to be right about what's happening. Like, shut the fuck up and enjoy it.
Yes, they do.
It pisses me off. Everyone just wants to be the one online to predict what's going to happen. Shut the fuck up and enjoy it. God.
Well, and I told the guy at work today, he's like, "Oh, you should come up with some like wrestling material, like for like jokes, so you can get booked on some of that stuff." I go, "Yeah, that's easily said than done." I go, "I have come up with a wrestling joke." It's like, "Yeah, a lot of people don't know I'm a wrestling fan," and I had to explain to them, like, "Yeah, because I can bathe myself, I dress appropriately, and I'm not mildly autistic." So there you go. Because if you've ever gone to an indie show,
2 for 3.
Listen, Whitney, I am self-aware enough to realize that I shouldn't fucking yell at you right now, but I really fucking should. Like,
oh, I just meant the part that you smell. That's all. I'm just kidding.
Listen, lady, I took a shower before the fucking show tonight. Mostly because I think I got to wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, I spent my morning cleaning up cat shit and did not shower.
How do you make that?
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, first of all, I know you did. You said you showered, you know, but also,
you're like,
how fucking disgusting are you? And you would definitely be fitting every fucking one of the descriptions that we talked about there, right?
no.
So no, wait a minute.
No,
So is she the posh? Hold on. Is she the Poshmark princess or the cat shit queen?
Both. The posh shit princess queen.
There you go.
It's rough out here.
No, it's not.
It's so rough out here.
It's not that rough. You gotta realize.
I cannot believe that was my morning. Oh my goodness.
It's pretty rough.
Elsa.
She comes like a dog. Is that what you're saying?
She's usually sitting out here. I don't know. They were.
Well, because you got your door closed. Yeah, she's probably waiting for you.
Oh
She's like, it's my moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's curled up. She's so pretty. She's in her little cat tree. Wait, look who's sitting by the door.
Oh wow!
Isn't he so big? He's so cute.
Fucking huge cat.
This is Elliot. He does not like me. He's got to be dying because he's been nice to me lately.
Maybe he's sick.
That's what I'm saying. We're not going to the vet. You're gonna suck it up. But I'm just kidding. Oh nope, there he went. Never mind.
If you're Elsa, I take you to the vet, but you're fucking you, so nope.
Oh, she's sitting up in her cat tree. She's so pretty. I would take you to the vet.
Thank God. You know, responsible pet ownership, right? Take them to the vet when they need to.
I'm just gonna open the door and let them all go. I'm so annoyed with them today. So annoyed with them today. Ugh.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, what else? Like, JR, how'd the show go, by the way, on Saturday?
Oh, it was just fine. We left at 4:30 and drove miles and miles to Canyon, Minnesota. Look it up on the map. It's in the middle of nowhere. But we got there at about 6:45, and perfect timing because we thought the show was supposed to start at 8, but it actually started at 7. So yippity doo dah. But yeah, a bunch of folk out there. A lot of folks rode up on snowmobiles, and yeah, we did our ting and sold some crap. So
You sell some of your magnets.
no, actually, so what I end up doing, and now they got their shirts. If you buy a shirt, you get a magnet for free because the magnets are pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pretty inexpensive.
Who were you working with again? Was that Mark?
Mark Poulos, who also is got his second Dry Bar comedy special coming out. Don't know exactly when, But yeah, his first one's got over 4 million views.
Wow.
And I'm still trying to figure out how to get in there. And he's like, "Oh yeah, just call this people." And it's like, no, it isn't. It isn't that easy.
I can give him 30 minutes of clean comedy that no one will want.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to mention any names, but there's a crap load of dudes that I know that have done that had no business doing it.
Oh, I know. I know one of them or a couple of them. So
I mean, I know a lot of them. And yep, it's so to give you an idea, it's called Dry Bar, Whitney, because they don't allow alcohol. They don't want you to talk about alcohol. They don't want you to talk about sex. They don't want you to talk about life, basically. They want you to talk about how your cat, even if your cat shit on your bed, they don't want you to talk about it.
Wish you could say poop.
Maybe you could say poop, but you couldn't. There's a lot of stuff you couldn't say. Anyway, they make you go. They make you go through with you. You have to send them a written a video and then also a written script. From my understanding of your act, and then they go through and they say, "Yeah, we don't want you to do this. We don't want you to do this. We don't want you to do this."
So then, what do you do?
You come up with something else real quick, or you hit the road.
It's fair. Lame. Just hit the road.
Hit the road, you jackass. I don't mean it like you guys are jackass.
You jackass. Oh, right. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Whitney, you feel like doing your segment?
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
This one.
There it is, the intro. I gotta say, by the way, too, if everybody's not aware, Ace is normally our guy for directions and stuff.
You're doing great, though, Tom.
Huh?
You're doing great. You're doing great, Tom.
So it's a real simple one. I'll read it.
It's not even creepy. It's just,
weird.
It is weird. So I'll read it here. This profile. Oh, sorry. This profile is super weird, mate. So am I doing it justice? You think?
No.
It has to be somebody from Australia, right?
Yeah, but Tom sounded like he was from Phoenix.
Okay, and this was on my Instagram, and I think my Instagram is fairly fucking normal.
I would say it's fairly normal. Hold on, I'm gonna move you up here so you can be seen a little bit better as this is.
Like, even if I would have responded to that, what would I have said? Oh, why? Like, what do you say to that? Thank you? I'm sorry? How can I make it better for you, mate?
I still think it's, $5 per reply.
I should have said where. Where's it weird? Where? Is it all the wrestling posts? The half naked posts? The 5,000 car selfies? Like, which part is weird? I feel like that's pretty normal for Instagram.
I mean, as far as Instagram goes, yes. I mean, we should have probably maybe pulled up your Instagram just to show everybody, I guess. Yeah. But you can find her at McAllister8.
I have 30,000 followers on Instagram, and this is the only one person that's told me my page is weird. One.
You know what he's probably wanting?
I'm more offended by that than anything that's gross that they say to me.
He just wants to make sure you have your link tree available in your profile.
Here's probably what the deal is. He probably thought that by saying something stupid like that, it might throw you off, maybe make you defensive, and then respond.
It did throw me off, but I would have responded if I would have known what to say. That's not really respondable.
Honestly, you probably could have sent back and said, fuck off.
And I know they just want a reaction. I am a reactive person, but I only do it in comments because then I'm getting paid. If you're DMing me bullshit, you're not going to get a response. Mm-hmm. But if it's on my page where other people can engage and interact, I'll comment with you and argue with you all day because then we're getting money.
Right. So what you're saying is if he found a picture and he would have said, "This is really a weird picture, mate.
This is a weird post, mate." Yeah, I would have been like, "What the fuck's weird about it, Stan? Where's the fucking problem?"
I like how you do your due diligence though to make sure we don't know who this fucking person might be.
Yeah, do you like that?
I mean, you're going out of your way.
I even triple check it to make sure I whited everything out.
I mean,
but then like in some of them, I have some where people are like, "Hey, this is Juan," and then he tells me what he's gonna tell me, but like, we're not gonna know who that is, so it's fine to leave the name in there, you know.
Well, that's true. Yeah, if it's just a name,
yeah.
But you know, the picture and stuff. By the way, I also appreciate that your battery was dying on you here. Clearly, like,
and I was watching a Cowboys game.
That's probably what.
Yeah, I screenshotted like 100 of these during this Cowboys Bengals game. Like all of them are gonna have that on there.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess that's fair. That's fair. You at least you're doing something productive during a Cowboys game, but
yeah, watching us lose wasn't the vibe.
But also, you put on Instagram because I've seen it on your Facebook too. You put on your Instagram too, right? I do not respond to DMs.
Yes, I had to put it on Instagram, thinking they would stop, but nobody cares.
They're never going to stop, Whitney. They want a pretty gal to go ahead and fucking interact with them in
but
DMs.
Is that genuinely how people meet? I'm gonna go. I would never date somebody that reached out to me through DMs like this.
Let alone talk to them, right?
Maybe if they had a blue check mark and they were important, but
there's always that part. Yeah, I think genuinely, not from experience or anything like that, but you have to find the other person at least attractive. You know,
my problem is I always think that it's because I live in a small town. I always think people DMing me is someone from my small town like trying to catfish me and fuck with me. That's the reason I've honest to God never responded to DMs is I always think someone's just trying to make me look like an idiot. So I wouldn't do it.
No chance. I mean, I think you're probably right too, and that's a good practical fear. You know,
I'm like, ain't nobody from my hometown posted me on Facebook in this cute little chitty chat in a DM with, you know, James from Scotland who isn't real. Like, you're not catching me up. It's not happening.
Maybe that's why the fucking mate is so important in there. You're assuming it's some Australian bloke, and it's just a fucking dude from down the block. Like,
down
get Whitney's attention. She's right there. I would have.
I always think someone's like out to get me, just because people give me so much hell just for the OnlyFans and all that. I get so much drama, and people are rude to me about it. So I always just think someone's trying to like pull a fast one on me and make me look like an idiot.
Yeah, when you can do that all on your own.
Yeah, I do so good at that by myself. And I put it all on the internet for you people. Are you kidding me?
It's free.
Literally. Put it all out here for you, and you think you gotta go behind the scenes and pull some shit.
Again, it is in the little intro there that, you know, people are shady. So people are fucking shady though. And you're a prime example of giving us this weekly update of the fucking creeps that are out there. You know what? By the way, I really hope one of these days a woman reaches out to you just to see how bad that could be. I mean, it's probably never going to happen now that I fucking mention it, but like,
I've had some on my OF say some weird shit to me.
Well, of course.
So, okay. So like, but I have had a girl, this girl that from a surrounding town messaged me because she's like, hey, like my boyfriend is always screenshotting your Instagram pictures. Well, what the fuck do you want me to do? That's not my problem. I'm not doing it. I'm allowed to have an Instagram. Like, why are you yelling at me? She's like, well, I just know you guys have a past. So will you block him? And you know what? I blocked him. That's fine. I had no interest in him. But I was like, girl, I did not have a past. I went on 3 dates with one of his friends. That's how I met him. Like, we don't have a past. But yes, I will block it. So I blocked him for her. I still have him blocked to this day. And I sent her screenshots that I blocked him just to shut her the fuck up, you know? Because like, Nobody wants your boyfriend. That's why he's dating you. So like, stop. So then,
God damn,
after,
you spiteful bitch.
dude, I am not nice. So then after that happens, I get a message 3 days later from a different girl like, hey, girly pop, I was just talking to so-and-so, and she told me that you used to date my boyfriend because the guy I went on 3 dates with it was like literally 10 years ago. It was like 10 years prior to these conversations. I was like, you're both fucking nuts. You're both insane. You're both insane. And guess what now? They've both been dumped by said men. It's like, you're both nuts.
Yeah, because those guys are now
3 dates with him 10 years ago. Like,
yeah, because those guys found out who blocked, who made you block them. So then they get dumped, and then quite literally they just go make another fucking account, and they're probably now back following you again. I
was just so annoyed because I feel like I did the girl thing. Like, yeah, girl, that's your man. I don't want him. I don't want you thinking anything. I blocked him on everything. Then to have the audacity to be like, girl, she's fucking yo man. Like, what? I hate females. I do. I can't. I don't get it.
This is why we have that comment. Some women love drama.
For real.
Nevi football rules. What up, Mike? That's right. Yeah, woo, Nevi. Good old fucking Billy Madison reference there.
Oh yeah, I don't get it.
Oh God, have you not watched Billy Madison?
No.
What the fuck?
Oh.
What about Happy Gilmore?
Oh, I love Happy Gilmore. They're making a second one.
Yes, they are. I just want to make sure.
Shooter McGavin.
You should watch Billy Madison, by the way. There is a sweet fucking wrestling.
Do you know why? You want to know why I haven't watched? Oh no, wait. I haven't watched Billy Madison, but the one I'm thinking about, the reason I haven't watched one of them is because of the cover photo for the movie, but it's Little Nicky.
Oh,
I
yeah.
watched that because of he looks like a freaking weirdo in the.
He is weirdo.
So I've never.
If you're Satan's son, you're probably going to be a weirdo.
He's Satan's son?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love Adam Sandler though, and I love his movies. Just to go with it is like one of my all-time favorites. It's like my comfort movie to like take a nap. I like to play it when I'm going to take a nap because I've seen it so many times. I know what's happening without watching it. So I can close my eyes and know exactly where I am in the movie.
Right. But isn't that the one where he's lying to a girl?
Yeah.
Fucking no wonder you have fucking just the weirdest fucking relationship status.
Where he lies about being married with the ring so he can hook up with women. It has Jennifer Aniston. I love Jennifer Aniston.
It's kind of terrible, but there is some funny things.
What is it about? Can someone give me the general?
So Adam Sandler plays Little Nicky, which is the youngest son of Satan. And then he comes to Earth and then basically is just kind of weird. He influences some people, like some guys. Like the funniest part of that movie.
I'm watch that.
Huh?
I'm never gonna. He looks creepy as hell. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm trying to give her the fucking synopsis, and she just fucking runs away. Later.
Was it scary?
Most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having to listen to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. A simple wrong would have been right. That is one of the greatest lines, I think, because he, just so stone cold, just matter of factly, and it is just one of the greatest insults of just diatribe bullshit that he's responding to. Oh, I love that fucking scene. No, in no way, in your insanely idiotic rambling. God damn it. Norm was great in that. Hey, what day is it? October? God. Billy. Where's Billy? He's in school, man. Oh, yeah. Norm's fucking great in that movie. You're right. You're right, Mike. He is.
Norm's good in almost everything he's ever done.
I mean, he hasn't done a whole lot of movies and stuff like that, but yeah, like when what was it, the Mike Tyson Mysteries, where he was the fucking voice of the pigeon.
Pigeon,
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sure glad I called that guy. Yeah, Chris Farley, no yelling on the bus. Literally used that in Miami as we were on a bus to go to the fucking port. No yelling on the bus. Dirty Work was insane. Don Rickles was in that movie, by the way. How can people forget that? Don Rickles. Chris Farley was in that movie. His nose was bitten off by a Saigon whore. It's fucking great. You just gave me a look like Saigon whore. People don't know my first wife.
Who, me?
That was kind of the look he gave. Like, yeah. Don't talk about my first wife like that.
I was trying to think. Was Artie Lang in that one? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Norm and Artie Lang. They were not the spoiler alert, by the way. They ended up fucking being brothers, by the way, half brothers. So forget the guy who was the fucking father in that one, but we gotta get Pops a heart. Fucking stupid assholes. Yeah, Chevy Chase is the fucking doctor in that movie, who was just a compulsive gambler. Oh, fucking! If you guys haven't seen Dirty Work, just go watch it. It's a classic. It's one of those 90s incoherent, inane comedies that's just hilarious. Yeah, Kevin Farley was great in that movie too. Yeah, a lot of people don't fucking know that Kevin Farley was in that movie because it's still basically your Chris's little brother. You're never gonna be your own person. We should just call the show right now, end the stream. Whitney's not even around. Ace is in here.
That'd be pretty funny. I mean, and let's be honest, it's 8:12.
I mean, we've done our due diligence, everybody. We're missing one of the hosts who, probably is going to come with some great stories from Central Empire, their Mall Madness 2 show, and some city in Iowa that I can't name.
So did you get to open for Chris Farley? Or
no,
not Kevin Farley.
No, I haven't for Kevin either.
I've had 2 sodas while I've been sitting here. I had to pee so bad.
That's what it was. We were just going to end the stream actually when you're gone, just to fuck with you.
I would have came back like, what just happened? No, I've just been in here, going to town on drinks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So how about shitty companies using small rings? I don't know. Whitney, what's your favorite movie? Let's go. We're gonna get this, and then I think we should just be done.
Yeah.
My favorite movie?
Yes.
Warrior. No, I take that back. The Burbs.
You're fucking stupid.
Oh, you don't like The Burbs?
Oh, it's a dumb fucking movie.
It is so funny. I love the Klopeks. We just watched it. I made my boyfriend watch it because he's only 26, so he wasn't even born when it came out.
Oh my god.
He wasn't
You're
super
fucking robbing the cradle.
Yeah. Of course I am.
God doesn't even know what's fucking good for him. Should run far, far, far away from you. Right into jail, probably. Then you love him more if he was in jail.
Yeah, no, he's never been in jail. Poor guy.
That he's dating you?
Bad for him. I tell him every day. Yeah, I'm like, I feel really sorry for you. This is crazy. What's wrong with you?
Warrior is a pretty damn
Warrior
good movie,
is so good, but like all time, I love The Burbs. It's so funny, and Tom Hanks is so young. I didn't realize it was made in '89. It came out in '89.
Mm-hmm.
I was only 2.
Actually, by the way, I'm just giving you a hard time. I've actually never seen the fucking Burbs.
You have to watch it. Here's the thing, though. There's nowhere to stream it. I've been looking. I buy a lot of movies on Vudu. Or now, I don't know what it's called now. It's not Vudu anymore, but I buy a lot of movies on Vudu. Have you guys seen the new Den of Thieves?
No.
Oh, I bought it on Vudu last night. It's so good. Have you seen Den of Thieves, the first one?
No.
With O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Gerard Butler. It's a bank robbery movie. You have to watch it. They're both so good. Oh my god, I love it. So
all right.
Good. I love action movies. I could rob a bank, I'm convinced. Or if anything, I could be like the sexy decoy that distracts everybody while like they get away with the money. I love movies. I don't watch TV shows. I could talk about movies forever. I love movies.
I don't know if
I don't-
sexy decoy for a bank robbery works so well because
you know how you
once
go and you're
alarms
like,
start going off,
whatever. Like, you
Gunfire.
the distraction. I could be the distraction.
Warrior with Hellwig or Warriors about street gangs. Yeah, not the Warriors.
You know,
Warrior.
Warrior, the MMA movie. It's so good with Tom Hardy. Ugh, so good. What's your favorite
Wow.
movie?
Who are you talking
What was
to?
you guys'? You two. What are your guys' favorite movies?
It's a toss up, right? So I'm a huge. I'm like that '90s era, like SNL kind. So again, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Dumb and Dumber, and like Tommy Boy. Those are my top 4 I've watched.
Comedy wise,
most.
I love Step Brothers.
You would.
It
You
is
fucking
so
would.
stupid. I love stupid humor. And Get Hard. I love Will Ferrell.
Get Hard's okay.
Of course, I
But
like
I
it.
hate
It's
Kevin
in
Hart in that
prison.
movie. Yeah, Kevin Hart fucking annoys the piss out of me in that movie.
Really? I think it's funny. And Superbad? I love Superbad.
Superbad, yeah. But I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites.
I love stupid humor. Just like brainless. That's my vibe.
Children of Men, but it might be because I once watched it on acid and connected to that movie in a profound way. Thank you, Charles.
Wow.
Wow,
Interesting.
indeed.
That's a fun fact to learn about a stranger.
Oh no, not a stranger.
Not a stranger.
JR's own son.
Oh,
You're Vanilli Gorilli.
we should have definitely ended this before that comment came about. Oh my.
Have you had the conversation with your son about responsible drug use?
Nah.
Let him figure it out on his own.
I mean, he is such a big boy. That acid had to fucking work to get him fucking.
I am dying. That is hilarious. I've never done drugs.
Okay.
No, I've smoked pot like 3 times in my life. That's it.
Oh. Well,
I
good
know.
for
No
you.
one believes me.
Yeah.
I've
I
never
suppose-
smoked a cigarette. I did try chewing one time and I puked everywhere.
Ugh.
I know.
The old thing was, what is it? I don't smoke and I don't chew and I don't go with girls that do.
Ugh.
I know.
Mike said it's mandatory that he reports this. Fucking Mike. you narc.
That's funny.
Well, good for you.
This show has been a shit show. Literally, we went from
Yeah, 'cause we
shit to this.
We got like 3 guys who can't type properly out here either, by the way. I'm very responsible. I use it so so kids can't find it. And Mike then says he's a mandatory reporter. Jesus Christ.
Is
Fucking
everybody
everybody
drunk
with their
tonight? What is happening?
I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
Everybody's fucked up on a Tuesday. We appreciate everybody being here on this fucked up Tuesday.
I don't know what happened at all.
I will say this. I'm sure Mike, Charles, and Dan, their fingers are probably fucking half frozen because everything has been so goddamn cold in these Northwood regions today and for like the last week.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, folks? Should we be done?
I think we just wrap it up, call it a night. We'll come back strong next week.
Sounds good to me. Thanks,
Love y'all.
everybody. Bye-bye.